Rob, Maurice, how are you guys?
Great,
We are
thank you.
well, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. It's a pleasure to be speaking again. This time, unfortunately, not under the best circumstances. The show is ending, but that's kind of my first question because it's like ending with a question mark. Is it really ending? Is this really the last time we'll see the Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain talk to me?
Uh, who knows?
Well, we are. There's certainly a bittersweet element to it, and yet it's coupled with tremendous gratitude that we've gotten to play these characters again. Beginning with the first episode of the reboot, and now we say goodbye for a little bit, and maybe this is it, or maybe we might see them again in some other form. We never know. The reboot seems to be a construct of the 21st century. I know on Futurama, I've been saying my fourth reboot, but I realized that I'm also counting the original series, which is the boot, and then three reboots. So nothing seems to stay down for too long if it's quality. So we may meet them again in some other form. Maybe, I mean, our dream is a feature length film. We would
Yeah,
love a theatrical feature length Pinky and the Brain adventure, cinematic, and just just these two trying to take over the world in maybe a real life, like live action and animation mix. That would be great. That's the dream project. But for now, we'll just say for now, it's so long for now,
right.
and go out on a great note. 10 killer episodes.
Oh boy.
The writing is so clever, and we explore the characters' relationships even further. And I love the Groundhog Day episode, the tribute to Groundhog, the homage. So there's so much going on there. It's
Yes, and all the money I receive from these last 10 episodes, I can buy food pellets for the rest of my life. Nerve.
yes,
Now, obviously, and I love this about this iteration of the show is that you guys really tackle things that weren't around like 30 years ago, right?
Isn't
There's
that
one
great?
episode with like AI and global warming, right?
Totally.
Trump.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say that, but no. Were there any ideas out there? Are there any ideas out there that you're sad that you didn't get to tackle? Anything kind of that you wish if you had one more go at it, you could do?
Oh, always. I mean, well, let me put it this way: the folks who have been writing all the reboot episodes
Yes,
are
yeah,
younger, and it was a perfect sort of synchronicity because they are about your age and they all grew up watching these shows, so they totally get the whole vibe of the show, the ethos, the mythology, whatever. And they're very hip and they get how to thread that needle of having Pinky in the Brain deal with current issues, political, cultural, and otherwise. And some of them are right blatant in your face, and some of them are very hip, subversive. So I'm one of those guys that I'm smart enough to know what I don't know, and I'm not as hip as the writers. I would just say, fire away, kids, because everything they come up with in the songs that I've gotten to do in the last, oh my goodness, that just, and the bar's pretty high on the music. So to come up with the same thing, folks who wrote or who are Randy Rogel fans growing up, wrote stuff that Randy just says, "Oh my God, these kids they're blowing me away."
yeah.
So the cool thing about these shows is that the bar is really high, and it attracts like-minded, talented young people who Maurice and I have experienced this. They're on the other side of the glass, and we're ripping on their scripts, and they're getting tearful because it's like, oh my God, my words are coming out of the brain. This is how do I do this? How do I get any doesn't get any better? And it just it is such a quality experience for everybody, especially the audience. And it just doesn't get any better, man.
I personally would like to have done the episode where the boss is coming for dinner and the place is a mess.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I
Maybe
know.
next time.
Guess who's coming to
I
dinner,
mean,
babe?
as Rob so aptly says, we don't write them and we don't draw them, but we are, the clever young minds who are writing this iteration of the show certainly tackled a lot. And if they'd gotten another season, I know they would have gone
Oh,
after so many of so much, there's so much to parody in the world today.
Oh my
So
God, we could do an hour on George Santos. We just have a blast.
we could have John Lovitz as our special guest playing George Santos.
Yes.
That maybe, like I said, maybe next time, hopefully, if there is a next time. But yeah, Maurice, Rob, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully this is not the end.
Thank you, my friend. Nice to see you, and nerve to you.
Yes.